Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. We got another ladder game. Once again, we're watching Mozart, Cybern, as always. Over here, ThomasHiatt, his UEF. Seems to be going on the UEF. Not sure why. But he is. UEF's good faction. But yeah, this is a good map for UEF. Generally the maps UEF struggle on are more so the you know, larger maps, the island maps, navy maps, because frigates are not too great. The T2 Navy is maybe a little underrated, but still is not perhaps as good as some others, but you know, struggle is probably a strong word. So Loki, classic map, of course, and Thomas is doing what he does, which is expand really quickly with the first two engineers. Mozart doing the old classic first two engineers to the trees. If you go to my Twitch channel, you can see how Thomas took advantage of this build when I tried to do it, basically, with some labs and things, and yeah, it didn't go too well for me. But in this case, because there's no labs here, it looks like Thomas will get a really fast expansion. He's getting reclaim here from these little rocks, and engineers quickly moving this way. He did take some trees. It looks like he wasn't very good reclaiming here. There's a felled tree, which means the tree group is dead. A sad sight for all the environmentalists watching. Save the trees so I can turn them into power more efficiently, right? So we got second air, and a bomber is almost complete for Mozart. That's good use of the power. He's actually added a third engineer, so he needs to move these guys in, and hopefully also he doesn't spend all his time just reclaiming the trees and actually, you know, expands quickly to the Hydra and the mexes. That's one thing that maybe people make a mistake with. They sort of sit too long reclaiming trees when expanding fast is also, you know, very important. Now Thomas heads towards this position. A couple of oh, what's the bomber doing? Looks like the scout was a bit late. Or no, actually that was very nice. Turns, kills this engineer that's expanding. He wants to try and kill this one. He's put a ground attack, and that's just sort of a guess. And whoa, it actually almost worked. He hit it with one of the 6 Cybern bombs, killed some reclaim. Okay, the scout spots it. He turns, trying to micro here. Looks like he succeeded. Very nice micro from Mozart. The scout is here. You can see how delayed the scout was in attacking, and because he didn't give an attack order, the scout is not the anti-air is not shooting because there's no radar coverage here. So this bomber gets another pass. 3 engineer kills now. He's coming back for number 4. I hear another bomber. Wow. And that's the engineer in the expansion that's dead. This bomber will go down, right? Yes. And this engineer survived. This bomber also lives though. A lot of damage done. Thomas gets taken advantage of there. Very good airplay. You don't often see 2 bombers at the start. Also, what's this Inti just chilling, and Thomas is making a transport. Okay, interesting. Maybe he's going to drop the front expansion, I guess. Oh, he's losing an engineer. He's trying to hide behind the civilian building here. Can't do it. And there's 2 tanks, and they are out of position. Also, the match is going to keep running, and the tanks decide to turn around. This anti-air could get wasted as well. We hope that won't happen, I guess. Looks like the anti-air will live. It really has nothing to do up the top side though, to be honest. So we have one anti-air here, we have an anti-air going in this direction, so that's a lot of anti-air force. The transport is out and seems to be getting away for free. There's no way Mozart is really going to expect to transport this quickly. Although quick transport on Loki is not the worst idea. So I kind of like the move from Thomas. It's a bit risky though. Certainly. Here comes the scout. You can see the timing is just not quite right. Scout coming in, well, not right to find the transport, but it may be right to find some more engineer kills. There's 2 mantis coming in and a bomber lying in wait. Looks kind of Star Warsy. Guess that's not surprising. Oh, the mantis are here, but they're shooting into the cliff. They've got 1 engineer down, but they need to be microed here. More mantis running in. This expansion is doomed. It really looks doomed. A scout here, I don't know what it spotted, but it's gone down now. 1 engineer dropped to the top. And these mantis have just been shooting the cliff the entire time, which is really sad, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much in the end. I'm sure Mosey is gonna be moving in here and killing everything. He's gotta get in there and kill the engineer. Also, this bomber still idle could have maybe taken out this engineer and denied the hydrocarbon. That would be a great move as well. On the bottom side, damage done by a lot of raiding tanks, and they're aiming to get all the way in. He's going to take advantage of the fact that there's not going to be any radar in the base. He's going to try and run around the base and into the back, which is going to be really annoying if he manages it. Come on, Mosey. Okay, here we go. He moves in. He's going to take out the engineer. Lets the factory get fairly close to completion. Inti's going down. Mantis winning air. Classic cyber tactics here. Please kill the... is he going to leave a mech alive? Looks like he might do. 2 engineers walk across the pond, get a factory up, as is the standard move. These tanks are getting into the back of the base here. Let's see. Wait, let's see this. Oh, he sees them. Air scout comes out. And the bombers are actually, a bomber is actually going to take this out quite easily. There's only 4 tanks here, no anti-air, so bombers will turn this into reclaim pretty quickly. The ACU arrives to the 3 mexes and will take it for itself. Bottom side, you can see the ACU of Thomas quite a ways away. These 2 mexes still need to be retaken as well. So right now we have a lot more reclaim for Mozart, and this goes to show the importance of this expansion here. You can see the trees being taken, all these rocks are gone on this side, and also rocks gone here, so that's where the majority of the reclaim's coming from for Mozart, as opposed to Thomas. You can see he still has a lot of reclaim in these expansions, and even some additional reclaim now from the Mantis, and also his dead inties. So a lot of bombers from Mozart. He's always been good with abusing air, and he's shown it this game. Showed it in our last cast against UD. This game was actually played directly after the ISIS game. T2 air is the choice, not T2 land. A transport would be quite good. We lost the engineers up here, so they have to be replaced. That's a nice picture. All those dead strikers pointing somewhere. They got roasted. Thomas arrives, well, has almost arrived now in his expansion. 2 engineers dropped to the corner. It's quite nice. All the units were cleaned up. And a raid happens, and then it turns into a bit of mass donation in the center of the base, which is quite nice, and engineers dispatched to grab that up, and more engineers dispatched to Take the mexes. Get a PD, get a radar. Mosey, meanwhile, is getting this reclaim and taking these mexes. His bombers are on standby. And T2 land is up for Thomas. He has an HQ. He has a second factory, a support factory, and he has a second support factory as well. Almost completed, and he will be well able to power all of those if he can keep taking reclaim here and in other positions. But that's a lot of mantas that are in his expansion now. He's trying. He cancels the drop here. He would have just wasted 2 pillars in the middle of those mantas. You don't want to drop into the middle of this army with just 2 T2 units. The Inties are coming in to try and snipe these transports, but they drop their cargo before they go down. At least one of them has gone down now. Second one will likely also go down. A very distinct lack of air for Thomas, and he's up against T2 air. T2 Pigeon is going to be coming soon, and then I predict Corsairs. Actually, we already have gunships. A couple anti-air here is not going to be enough to protect against those. No anti-air in this position, so there is a lot of potential damage for these gunships. They need to start doing it immediately though, and with good cover from the enemy Inties, the front base is dead. Molsey doing really well here, but maybe needs to... Wow, the pathfinding is really screwed up along certain kind of edges, and you can see it's not giving him a good fight against the pillars, but the gunships come in and they're gonna melt some pillars right now. Maybe he's being a little over aggressive with the T1 land, but at the same time, yeah, he's kind of making it work. Killing this factory is nice. Don't underestimate the value of killing factories. That factory will be taking reclaim as soon as he loses the fight here, so killing that is quite nice. It's another 200 something mass. Building dead. I don't know why he didn't get adjacency, but I guess I shouldn't complain too much considering some of the adjacency I've failed to get in my games. The T1 bombers have really been idle. Maybe you could have used them. A few of them at once can definitely take out a T1 anti-air turret. This is a nicely positioned flak, although there's no radar, so that's definitely could get sniped. A single Corsair here against the Boxer could be very good. It's all looking really good for Molsey right now. Now coming into this expansion, takes out the PD, and he can lock the factory thanks to the anti-air or the AoE of the gunships. Can deny anything being built out of this factory. Where's the commander? Oh, here he is. He's right next to the mechs. So the commander should be able to hold off this army, I think. And he has enough turrets, I would say. The factory's going to help him. The PD, I think he has enough to survive. Also, a lot of T2 units coming in. I guess this is the only downside for Molsey right now is the lack of T2 units. He has got a factory up, but that hasn't produced any units just yet. Only the first one coming out now. It's quite a nice economy going. Also ahead on reclaim, getting reclaim up here, taking a lot of these trees. Thomas seems to be retreating towards his units. The gunships getting sniped. He's lost 2 of them now. I think he lose 3. I think he will lose all of them. And now, oh, Corsairs coming in on Thomas's ACU. This flak doing good damage. The flak in danger of being sniped though. Oh no, there it goes. Is there more? There is another flak. Will that get sniped as well? The shield is running over. Flak doing a lot of damage to those Corsairs, but still there's 4 of them alive. More inties coming in. He just has to send all of his inties in to try and snipe these Corsairs. The shield protects the flak. Oh! Until it doesn't. More anti-airs coming up from this ACU. This is a big commitment from Mosey to try and get this snipe away. Still has 4 Corsairs. He needs to come after the ACU again. The shield also could be sniped. That would be a good kill because it's about to pop back on. Yeah, there it goes. So, but the corner expansion is denied. Transport tried to get in and, well, it didn't succeed. But you can see the big investment. That's a lot of mass dumped in this position and no kill. There's also a lot of T2 units, so no way that running over this with Mantis is going to work. So that could have been a bad mistake. Also, I don't know what the Corsairs are doing. They're kind of AFK now on the side. What is Mosey up to? He's making T2 support factories for his land. He's making another... I think he's going to need another Pigeon. A bit faster than a single engineer making it. Maybe not. You can see he has a nice balance though. Maybe some... Wow, that's a lot of engineers on the top side. I would have probably made one of the support factories on the top side and not make them all in the base. Just because the map is quite spread out and there's a lot of build power here, so could quickly make one. But right now, still Mosey in a great position. I'm feeling sad for his Corsairs, but they're actually killing some inties that are trying to chase him. He still has 3 Corsairs. But yeah, he's in a good position. Thomas really needs to get this expansion back. And maybe a T2 factory up here or a T2 commander would also be good. But it's looking difficult for Thomas right now. Oh, that's a bad place to fly. Everything forced away here. So many Corsairs flying everywhere. Oh wow, those bombers from a long time ago finally arrived and they raid the 2 mexes. But I don't think that's going to be too effective now. Damn, these flak forcing all the air away. And now where's he going to go? He's sort of trapped down here. A lot of anti-air in this expansion. More going up, so how's he going to get away from this? If we look at the T2 mexes, 4, and there's some storages here. See, Mosey is also making some up here with a T2 commander. Over here, just the 4th being completed. Oh, looks like he made a run for it. Down the bottom, and yeah, he did lose a Corsair on the way out. And yeah, Thomas now grabbing this mass as fast as he can. Well, like, it's not quite as fast as he can. It's been there a while, but some air staging would be great, as we can see this Corsair is on very low HP. The other one's also quite low. Also, they're on the water, so they're losing their fuel. But Mosey comes out of that. The T2 air did really well for him. Much better than... I mean, you can see Thomas really did very... I mean, no aggressive moves from Thomas really with the T2 land. Didn't get in anywhere really. It was just defending, struggling not to die with his commander, and he did succeed in that regard and got some reclaim. But off the back of it, Mosey did get a lead, having more map control at that moment. But now we're back to even map control. But Mosey has turned that map control into more T2 mass extractors. We got 3 up here. We'll probably get some more in a short amount of time. But what's next? Well, Mosey moving forward. Thomas scouting now. There's no stealth. 18 rhinos. That is a whole lot of rhinos. And he's moving in. Being aggressive again. It's a difficult expansion to take at this point. For sure. And to move in here with 18 rhinos is very ballsy, I would say. Not very many Medusa. And actually moving through the middle as well. Mosey just has no chill. He wants to kill. And this could be a dangerous move here. I'm interested to see. Well, he definitely has a superior army. Pillars quite a bit cheaper than rhinos, and we only have nine pillars here. We had 14 about 5 seconds ago. Now there's 8. Rhinos are gonna crush. This is not a fight you want to take. And the pillars are absolutely been mauled here. Thankfully, none of the T2 mechs are upgrading, but okay, it's a much better fight for Thomas here, but he is losing this expansion for sure. Needs to now reroute all of these 21 pillars, and I don't know if that's enough pillars to kill this army, truthfully. Oh, good snipe. Takes out the engineers in this transport. Quite an important snipe there, honestly, because some reclaim could have been stolen there from Mozart. Elsewhere on the map, Mozart continues his ecoing as this fight is ongoing. He's denied the front expansion. Thomas also making some T2 mexes elsewhere. And Thomas, well, Mosey going to T3 land. Thomas staying on T2 for now. There's a huge reclaim field here. We got 7,500 mass on the screen. 7k here on the screen. And these rhinos are trapped now. Trapped by a gun ACU who is going to love overcharging them. And the pillars actually run away and head to another position. They're going to leave the ACU to fight this many rhinos. That's, you know, okay, yeah, he's turning back now. He's thinking, yeah, maybe I can't take all of those at once confidently without dying, but he can definitely take a lot of them. And this is going to turn into a lot of mass for Thomas. Quite a lot. The trick is going to be to take that mass as quickly as possible and get to T3 land, so he's not too far behind. This rhino is looking to come in and get some engineer kills. The most important engineers Thomas has right now, but they're protected. And this ACU is trying to not allow any of the rhinos to escape. Looks like a couple will, but very, very few. That was 20 rhinos were committed here, more or less. Well, maybe it's slightly less. And they did damage. They got good trades, but ultimately turned into reclaim. And we'll see how effective. Wow, that's a lot of inties right over Thomas's head. He's got to feel a little scared there. And he is a little scared. That's an insane amount of flak he's queued up. That's not really what you want to do. But okay, rhinos dropped, but there's PDs, the ultimate counter to rhinos. And I don't think he can get in here and attack the mexes without taking PD fire. So maybe he'll yeah, I guess he's just gonna sit here now. He's kind of trapped down here. Another drop looks like, or actually those are the rhinos. One of the rhinos that survived tries to run in but gets killed by the PD. Oh wow, is this mantis gonna get insane value? It seems like he will. He's actually killing the engineer now, which is not the best. On the other side, we've had just so many dead rhinos and pillars. Very random fights here. And nobody has secured the reclaim left yet. I want to see this explode. He's going to kill this one as well. This one maybe is too far away. Ouch. 3 vets for that mantis now. T3 land is up. Where the bricks at? We got a T2 transport, so Could see a brick in this position. Oh, it looks like the rhinos moved in and into the meat grinder. Let me just show you how expensive this is. 2,000 mass in static flak in the same position. Actually, yeah. Yeah, 2,000 because he's going to finish the rest of it with this. That's a huge waste. And also we still have a lot of reclaim here to be taken. Really, the ACU should have been here this for a long time. Should have been in this position fighting versus the massive the T2 war of attrition here is huge. And we have 9,000 mass on screen to be reclaimed. He's got factories on the front. But this fight, he is losing. He is losing this fight. Now, a lot of rhinos kind of out of position. Not a good engagement by Mozart. But still wins it comfortably. Has far more units. Here comes the ACU though. And maybe with, well, 3. Let's see the power. He's got a lot of energy storage, which is nice. So he can really overcharge for a long time. Even though he's more or less breaking even. T3 land is up. We have no T3 support factories. We have 2 bricks on a transport. Where are you headed, boys? The paratroopers got their parachute on. This position, I kind of like maybe a couple hives and a T3 support factory would be nice. ACU, you know, he's got defenses, but he's kind of alone as well at the same time. And we do need to see some more production coming up because there's a lot of mass. Mosey has taken quite a bit of reclaim. ThomasHiatt on reclaim, unsurprising. And if he can secure all of this, 10k on in this position, just a massacre of rhinos and pillars. No idea why they're fighting here so heavily, but they are. As I said, the walls. PD with walls, the ultimate counter to a rhino, and this is why you always need, oh my god, this is terrible. This is why you need a lot of Medusa. A rhino will just never get through the walls. He'll never shoot past the walls. He'll shoot the walls in front, he'll shoot the walls behind, never the PD. So this is a big mass donation, very significant. I think we need to see less of this T2 production. Some pillars are still coming out, which is certainly unnecessary. Here comes a Percy heading to the bottom as those 2 bricks on that transport seem to have been dropped not too far down the line, just up here, and T1 PDs are going down. This T2 factory goes down. T2 PDs being constructed, I like that. That's a good defense here. In this expansion should be enough with the Percy to defend against the bricks, I gotta say. But in the meantime, T2 Max is going down. T2 radar goes down. Now the PD's turn from the rhinos start firing. A lot of mass again. Mosey making a lot of attacks, but I don't know. Some of them are a lot less effective than others. Still though, while he's making all these attacks, that's a T3 mech. I don't like where he's made it. It's probably his most vulnerable position, other than this corner is probably more exposed. But damn, I would not make a T3 mech there. But he's making a second one already in the main base. So always, Mosey is although he's, you know, some of his attacks are questionable, he is always staying ahead on the economy, so he always has more units to bring to bear. But yeah, this is very nice for Thomas that he's been able to take a lot of this reclaim. Still needs to take all of this. Look at the kills on these PDs. So much damage done. ACU's in the water here, chilling. On full HP. Needs to make a lot of use of this guy. versus the bricks. This whole expansion has died. Well, except for oh, yeah, I was about to say except for the mechs, but there goes the mechs and the Percy, and we still got these 2 bricks. Look at the damage they've done. Now, sadly, the Corsairs are getting wasted. All those Corsairs are going to die. They are maybe going to take some PDs with them. Potentially, but actually a lot of them are killing inties, so it doesn't look like it. Look at the damage these bricks have done. This one, 31. No, don't die. Oh, he's going to die, isn't he? He's dodging like a pro. But now he goes down. The second brick is on more than full HP. More than the HP it started on. But he's going to go down as well, I'm pretty sure. 5,000 HP now. Yeah, there's 2 Percys coming in. And we'll put an end to this. So, mass will be left, but a lot of damage done. Maybe the Corsairs is the only issue there, to be honest. So that's just additional mass donated. A lot of drops coming. A lot of drops. T1 transports carrying Percys, it seems, to the bottom. The T2 engineer has gone down. Another T2 engie here will be great. We need more PDs probably. Well, I guess if he's sending so many reinforcements, maybe PDs are not so necessary. T3 P-Gen coming up. Air seems to be just paused for Mosey. He has 2 T3 Mexes. Oh, he's making another one in this position. Like I said, seems pretty risky to me. Wow, a lot of stuff in this position. Wow, Mosey has so much mass. Okay, he has made some hives up here. And yeah, he's making a T3 support factory. Maybe he could make 2. Given this mass, I mean, he really needs that P-Gen quite badly. The T3 P-Gen, so he can actually spend this, you know, 60-70% of a Monkey Lord mass he's got in storage. Speaking of people who need a T3 P-Gen, Thomas could do with one. Looks like he's making an upgrade. I would guess, yeah, that's on the back. Gotta say that looks like the shield upgrade, considering he's got upgrades on the... He's got the gun in T2. He's not going to be making T3. Most likely. Well, not on the back anyway. Could be making TML. That's the other option, but... yeah, drones don't seem likely. Nor teleport. So we're gonna go with shield. It's been paused quite a bit. Let's see what kind of armies we got, because I mean, you know, this is a strong army that Thomas has got right now. It's a huge amount of shields. 18 shields, and yeah, it's quite a few of them paused. Really struggling. He needs a T3 P-Gen. Can't keep spamming T2 P-Gens forever. It's just too inefficient compared to what Mosey has, which is T3 P-Gen by now. 12 Percys, 12 bricks, so very similar armies, but and total mass very even as well. These mexes getting upgraded. There's more mass to be gathered. Not much more. He's gotten a lot of it. I think maybe he's over-invested in T1 engineers in certain positions. Yeah, you can see he's paused a lot of them up here. And it is shield on the ACU. He's got it. Another T3 P-Gen started straight away by Mosey, and he's also got another T3 Mex. And yeah, pumping out the bricks in the top side. Now upgrading his hives as well. And making more inties. T3 engineers coming out, which tells me that P-Gen is on the cards. A T3 one, that is. But what is coming next? Actually seems like this decal is a bit off center. More mexes. Not anti-air coming up. This is a bit late. Only protecting these mexes now from drops. But better late than never. All of these shields are off. Well, more than half of them. Just gotta get this P-gen going. You don't want to be stalling when you have a shield upgrade and you need to be overcharging, because I mean this ACU needs to start moving, start getting some kills, and there's a lot of bricks here to be overcharged. Shield ACU versus bricks is exactly what you want if you are if you're a UEF player, and you know, as Aeon as well, although Aeon also have the sniper bot option. That's a lot of hives. And yeah, second T3 factory. Does Thomas see all of this? He actually does see most of it. He doesn't see the additional hives that got added. But yeah, he sees most of the mexes here. We got 3, 4, doesn't see the corner. And does not see this army at all because of stealth. Actually, he has no radars at all. It looks like he has no radars. There's a radar. Okay, multiple radars have just popped on. Interesting. Maybe he just turned them back on. Is that what happened? Yeah, I guess he just turned them back on. Or maybe I didn't notice he was stalling. No, I think he turned them back on there. So we got some T2. Yeah, you can see this is the telltale sign of stealth. You see units popping in and out from the radar signature. So he knows there's something moving here. Something substantial. But look at the shields. How are you ever going to get through these shields? I mean, it's only 9 Perseus, which is not as impressive as this army looks. But how? How do you get through this? First brick goes down to an overcharge. And maybe the second... Oh! He actually did not have enough power to do the full damage, so he only damaged both of them about halfway or a bit more. And the bricks are doing their best to get through these shields. They're doing pretty well, so... Not the best fight so far from... Yeah, there goes a Percy. Not the greatest fight there from Thomas, because he just could not... And this is the problem with having so many shields. It's really eating into his overcharge. Also, he was actually making a second P-gen, so that was eating a lot of his power. So definitely, yeah, just the timing didn't work too great there, because he didn't have enough overflow to get in those really good overcharges. Could have killed certainly 3 bricks. If he starts taking down bricks that quickly, then he can hang around longer as he's taking less damage. And I don't know, we could have seen a lot of bricks die if the timing was slightly different. This is a nice fight for him. 3 Perseus, well, some of them shooting the ground a bit there, but 3 versus 1, always a good fight. Except now they can't see this brick anymore. It's turned into a bad fight. Yeah, Tom's searching for some beautiful overcharges. Can he get them though? Look at the bunching up of these. Let's see it, Thomas. Oh my god. These bricks getting... Oh! There goes 2 of them. The rest of them getting trapped here. Percy's on the top side are taking some damage. Shot wasted on a Medusa. Another brick goes down. A lot of reclaim here. And he's heading towards this base. Where's the ACU? Oh, the ACU is evacuated. Gotten the hell out of there. More T3 mechs is coming up. How much mass does Mosey have? He's actually spending all of his mass. I guess all these hives are coming in very useful. But we got, what, 9 PDs here? 16 bricks still. He's lost so many and he still has 16 in this position. Thomas only has 10 Percies. And he thinks he can take this base. And that is ballsy. This Cybern... oh, Thomas getting focused down. Forced to retreat. He's going to have to get out of range of the units. Which means no more overcharges. He has a long way to go before he's out of range of the PDs. The Percies are moving in. Thomas is down to 7,000 HP. The shield upgrades and pops back online for a moment. Thomas gets under a shield. He's at 5,500 HP. He has run out of Percies. He's completely run out of Percies. And there's still so many bricks here. And Thomas just control Ks. He decides that was it. Actually, I'm wondering, were these killed, or is that because of the control K? Oh, I guess it's the control K actually, because his base was not dead. I guess that's for sure. So yeah, Thomas just, I mean, he fully committed on this base, and that was probably the worst possible, well, the most heavily defended place. When you have this much build power in a base, it's extremely difficult to take it, because like Mozart can just pump so much mass directly here into defenses, shields. He has T3 support factories. He can even reclaim units that come into range with the hives. So yeah, that is the power of concentrated build power right there. And Thomas, I mean, this was a great move when you can see how much reclaim he gathered for himself here, how many kills he got, but he definitely needed, I mean, if he had like every single Percy, maybe it was possible, but again, he didn't even have that many on the bottom side. I guess even with all of his Percies and his commander, I don't think he would take this. He'd really need to work hard to break it down with artillery, or just head for this expansion perhaps. But yeah, tricky, very difficult situation. Mosey felt like he was in control for a lot of the game, and he did eventually close it out after well, that's a nice mantis there. After Thomas made one last push. But yeah, Mozart so far ahead on eco at this point. So there is Thomas had to make something happen. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Well played to these two players. Tune in for more you know, cast gameplay, and check out my Twitch channel as well, where I'm streaming. See you next time, guys.